why you are choosing to invest in the first place. Why are you even talking about real estate? What do you want that real estate to accomplish? And then once you identify that, is it more, I need money in the bank right now? Or is it, I need some money in the bank, but I want to build a, kingdom of real estate, a real estate empire is what I'm going to say, a little real estate empire for the next 30 years. If it's that, then maybe you don't do as much cash flow play as you would more buy in really nice areas and make sure that you have a little bit of cash flow. I don't think you ever want to buy for just appreciation. Mm-hmm. That's where you can get burned. So that's the question. I'd answer that question by asking you a question. Why are we even talking about real estate and as it pertains to you? And then answer that question yourself. Once you have the answer to that question, well, I want to make some money. Well, do you need cash flow now? Yes? Okay. Then what's your investment criteria? You need properties that cash flow. And so then the question becomes, what's realistic? Well, talk to people in your market that you're looking in and ask them what's realistic for cash flow right now. And they're going to tell you, well, you can probably get XYZ returns on this type of property. Then you need to know if you have the money to buy that type of property, or if not, you got to figure out how you're going to get those properties through other creative methods, like maybe you wholesale some deals, get some chunks of cash that way. Maybe you partner with people. Maybe you do seller financing terms. Any number of things.
And also, I mean, if you if you can't, if you don't have money, or you can't. You don't have the money to reach your initial investment goals. You might have to shadow a fix. If you want to be a fix and flipper, shadow a fix and flipper. Have a wholesale a couple deals. Start going to meetups and just getting your education first while you're building up your funds. So I guess high level, it's why are you investing? What are you trying to accomplish? And then based off of that, try to get it to a kind of a specific number. Like I want to make $100,000 per year. Yeah. All right. Well, how many properties do you need? At what cash flow do you need based off of what your market demands or what your market has to reach that number? And then start thinking of a plan of how to accomplish that. So it's kind of like it's always about reverse engineering. You kind of just like, all right, what's my end goal? And then what are the steps? What's the smallest step I need to take? What are the smallest steps I need to take to get there? And it's kind of breaking it down from there.
That's a great way to put it.
And he was kind of also asking about my personality, and again, if you want to know what your personality is, there's plenty of personality tests out there that you can take, and then based off of those results, listen to podcasts, just get as much exposure to real estate as possible to see which one of those interests you the most. To figure out what part of real estate you're passionate about, and that right there will kind of tell you what your personality is.
Yeah. At this point, Keith, I don't think you need to be even taking a personality quiz. I think, come on, just why are you investing in real estate? Why do you want to do it? What do you want that to accomplish? And then as Steve was talking about, just reverse engineer that. Talk to people in your market, see what's doable, and then if you don't have the money, then get the money, save it, make it, earn it, whatever.
Yeah, based off of, kind of going through the Bigger Pockets forums, but mostly based off of my personal experience starting out. Something that I did, and I think a lot of people do, is that they want to make it more complicated than it is. They want to, not only that, but they want to make it. I wanted to make myself feel like I was doing something, so I kind of just do things that were. You could rationalize to yourself that it was worth something.
So true.
Literally, this is what I did. I went on to study the markets. I went and I logged. I was gonna do mailers, and I literally went on the auditor site. And I logged every single property in the neighborhood. It took hours and hours and hours of time, and I thought I was doing something. I thought I was accomplishing something. So I got all these spreadsheets of all this work that I did, and then I didn't touch it. And then a couple months later, it was like, oh, maybe I think I will do mailers. And then I did a little bit of research, 10 minutes of research, and I realized I could just reach out to the auditor, and they'll set me up an account, and I could just pull all that information in 2 seconds. And so, but again, the reason I did that is I wanted to make it seem like I was doing something, so at the end of the day I could be like, oh, you're making progress. But in reality, what I was doing was not making any progress. And so, in this case, is taking a personality test really going to put you closer to your goals, or is that just something you're doing to make it seem as if you are, but in reality, you're not really doing anything? And trust me, I know exactly what it's like to do that. So
it's like if you have something important that you've been procrastinating on, then instead of doing that thing, then you clean your desk, or you go get a candy bar, or you do something else that's not related to that just because you're delaying the inevitable.
Mm-hmm. Well, something interesting, I don't want to ramble too much, but something about the cleaning your desk part, at least for that, for me, whenever I'm not motivated, I'll do something very, very small like that. It's like accomplishing a task. Because getting a candy bar, you're not really accomplishing anything, but like cleaning your desk, there's a tangible change for the better in your surroundings. Like, oh, okay, then you build up that momentum, and it's like very small, but you use that to go to something else. But yeah, getting a candy bar, that's definitely procrastinating.
Yep. Okay, I like that.
It's like a hack, kind of, to get some motivation.
I like it.
But